I love the island living because if I don't find anything from one store, like for instance, I'm looking for bananas, so they didn't have banana, but I have a lettuce from that store on that side. So this is a store that I went last time. So this is called they have fresh fruit, vegetables, and I'm pretty sure this is where I will get bananas. They are the tropical bananas, the one with a thin skin, really kind of hot and sweet, and with my peanut butter and jelly. It's a pleasure. So this is the Shiny shop number 2. This is one of the first shop that I've been since I arrived here in Maafushi. I'm pretty sure that's where I can get bananas. Okay, the other shop is on that side, and this is where I got my fresh lettuce. 2 bananas. Right there. See, there's bananas here. I got even fresh lettuce from this bag. Right there. Right there. Oh, I got look at that, fresh lettuce. So this one is there, but this one is fresher. Alright. It's still here. It's about selection. So this is Mini. So this is in the town center. Of course, the small island is very navigable. When I went to this store, I got the bananas there, and I remember I need to get some tomatoes. These are tomatoes. Love tomatoes. Okay, I'm gonna get these tomatoes. 1 and 2 and 3. 3 each to 4. So we have veggies, and I got my lettuce already. This lettuce that I got from the local shop is really fresh. Just got from the shop today, so I'm right here in my hotel, and I'm oh man, this is the freshest lettuce that I've ever seen. So in fact, so I went to the counter section where they have the lettuce that have been wrapped around with plastic cling wrap. It looks fresh still, but she offered me the one that directly came from the farm. And this is really, actually it's already clean, but okay, of course, okay, I still rinse it with flowing water. So man, this is the freshest lettuce that I've ever seen here, and actually in my life, I guess, because the lettuce in the States, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, they're fresh, they're being washed multiple times, and this one is really fresh. So, as I said, I really fancy green, and I eat it just like this, rinse it, and I added my sani. Oh my gosh, so really island living is really something, a choice that I would love to select. Alright, so simple life, simple living, and here in Maafushi. So although it's an island, it's fresh, and of course this is not imported from other nation. This is they have their own farm. I saw that as I walk around. People actually they have a small piece of land here on the island, and they have their own little garden. And as a matter of fact, the bread shop that I've been going, so she has this herb. Kind of like a hydroponics way of planting, and then she uses it as condiments for the stuff that she bakes. I'm in the restroom. You don't need to know that, by the way. Anyway, so I'm right here. No, I'm rinsing it. So I just got from the shop. Well, so I'm excited. It's over the moon. It's a fresh lettuce. Bye for now. Hi everybody, so I'm back here in Malé, the capital city of Maldives. I came from Maafushi. I was there for 8 days, and here I'll be $40 only, because that's how much length of time a tourist can stay here in Malé. Actually, that's odd, isn't it? Hotel owners actually they don't like that, because they can only have the tourists for 2 days, and tourists after 2 days they have to go outside Malé and go to an island, which I did. So on the island, you can stay as much as you wish, depending on how much days they put in your passport. So I got 30 days. Okay, so how I wish I can stay 30 days here. I have to be back on the grind pretty soon. Anyway, so the day was quite a big day. So I took the speedboat ferry from Maafushi here to Male, and then I checked into the hotel, and then I bum around the city. I walked to the other side of the city, and I saw the other character. So there's a lot of government buildings, as well as multiple ports or jetties. So of course, this is so everywhere you go, in every angle you see the Indian Ocean. So aside from motorcycle, which is predominant here, as I said in my other video, I feel like I am in Hanoi, an organized chaos. Motorcycle is the way to go, and motorbikes. So Maafushi has a bit, not much, because it's a pretty small island, and one thing is that the pavement is compacted sand, and it's definitely you're gonna feel the difference between the highly dense capital city, Male, which is one of the most densely populated cities in the world, together with New York, Manila, of course many more. Tokyo, for instance, this is a very small island, very highly dense. Alright, so every single small island you see motorcycle, but it's kind of like an organized case. Right? It's a different way of doing things. Public transportation is it's buses. So I will be taking a bus tomorrow. I plan to go to Hulhumale, which is a partly natural and partly according to the hotel Nawaz, the owner of the hotel. I asked him, kind of partly artificial. That's very interesting. All right, so that's gonna be tomorrow. Now, all right. So also, I went to the hospital today. It's not because I am sick, by the way. So now I needed to do another RT-PCR COVID test. Yes, another COVID testing. Darn COVID. Maldives immigration require all tourists to undergo another COVID testing 72 hours prior to departure. It's a strict rule. Aside from the 96 hours requirement upon before boarding your first plane on your first port of an embarkation, in my case San Francisco, they needed to check that they do have a negative COVID through RT-PCR. That's 96. But on your way out, 72 hours. So I did it today. I went to the hospital. It's about 10 minutes walk from here, and the result should be in 12 hours. So they were gonna send me as a SMS and ask for an email because Turkish airline requires a digital result. By the way, Turkey started requiring all incoming travelers, whether you are simply connecting, layover or stopover or tourist in Turkey, you gotta have a 72-hour COVID RT-PCR test. Yeah, so it wasn't an order in the past while I was planning this trip. It was before I left Male, I heard from the news. I did not freak out because I know I was gonna get the testing anyway because it's a Maldives requirement. All right, so it's a blessing in disguise. So that I should get the result in the next 12 hours. Hopefully it's negative. It should be. One thing is that it's good to do the testing before you leave, for you to be sure that you do not have any virus at all. They can pass it on to another person, and also you can do precautionary measures. Okay, so and that's also protecting others as well, which is very important. And okay, so another thing is that I did a grocery today. So the hotel I'm staying has a kitchen outside, pretty cool, isn't it? I'm not actually doing a massive cooking here, so I just love my sarnie, my sandwich. All right, I want to prepare my sarnie as much as possible. So I try not to go to Subway. You know, I like eating fresh. So I went to two stores today. One is a regular grocery. It's pretty good grocery, with AC, with all prices labeled. And the other one is a local produce. Okay, primarily veggies and fruits. Pretty good, pretty clean. Okay, so let me tell you how much does it cost. Let me tell you first the one that I got the grocery. I got quite a lot. I got a loaf of bread, white loaf of bread, pretty good. And I had a soy milk. I love this one. The last time I got is cookies and cream, but they ran out of it. I think it's because it's really delicious. But I want to try it as well. The Hershey's mocha milk for protein. And the good thing is that it's vegan. It's made out of soy. And each time I travel, I look for a digestive cookie or a biscuit. This one I love. I've tried this one in the past. It's called cereal, and it's pretty good. Some digestive cookies that I got from other places, it's pretty hard. This one is not very soft, but it's just enough, right? It's just enough. And also I get two jars of water. So I got 2 jars of water, 2 of this. I think this is a liter, 2 of that, and to satisfy my pleasure. Got some peanuts here, cashew nuts. So with a bit of salt, this costs 17 rupee. I'm not going to itemize on the one. I'm just going to tell you the total, and then just do an approximation. And another treat, okay, a cheap, quite a small cake in the grocery. All right, drum roll. How much did it cost me? You can tell me in your local money, or in rupiah, or in American dollars. I'm gonna tell you. So on the register receipt, it's itemized here. So they do have a receipt that is say they are legitimate. All right, it costs 100 and what? In total and wait, 122.98 Maldivian rupiah. So Maldivian rupiah is equivalent. Okay, $1 is equivalent to 18 Maldivian rupiah. So depending, if you the bank rate is a bit low, and the store rate is like the bank rate, but the one that I use is the outside rate. It's there's a lot of currency exchange here on the city as well as on the island. They're pretty safe, as a matter of fact, unlike other nation. Actually, like for instance in Indonesia, you never, especially in Bali, no, don't do an exchange rate on the outside. In Bali, especially if they were gonna take you to a small room, I tell you, just do it from the bank. Here is all right. So it's better to do an exchange, okay, in the local exchange stand. So they're not just carrying cash and then telling you that, you know, hey, I got some local money here, wanna exchange. No, unlike in Honduras. That's the way it is in Honduras. No, that's not the way. That's quite unsafe. So here they do have a stand. They actually see the rate exchange in different currencies, of course, including euro, American dollar, yuan, etc. So I'm using 18. So in 18 Maldivian rupiah, or rupees, I would say, as $1 American. So divided by 18, this costs about almost $7. Pretty good, isn't it? Or well, depending on your standard. Well, you see, so in the back home, if I will, maybe this is gonna cost me. So this kind of bread, we're gonna cost you $5, almost $3 or $5. So this may cost you maybe $2. This maybe $2. The bottled water, depending on the brand. If it's store brand, this is not a store brand. Okay, not a store brand. Back home, store brand maybe you can get 99 cents, but then this maybe at 99 cents or $1 a buck. So this could be 75 cents. Maybe in the US, so this may cost me maybe maybe $15. Yeah, that's could be $15. That is plus tax. What you want is there stocks here? Yeah, there's actually there's stocks here, but it's pretty good. It's only almost $7. And that's in the grocery. The other set of merchandise I got is from the local fruit and veggie stand. So that's my favorite so far. So this is my second time in Maldives. So my first time was when I arrived, was here for 2 days as well, and then before I moved to Maafushi. So I got, this is what I got. So they're already washed. So I bought a fresh lettuce. So for my sarnie, I got 5 tomatoes. 5 fresh tomatoes, and they're really firm. They're like kind of like a semi-ripe. And I want to put a bit of a red onion into my sarnie. And I got, did they say bananas already? No. Forgot. I'm losing my marbles. Alright, so I got 5 bananas, really massive. And this is like the Philippine banana, so we have a thin skin, kind of big fat, and it's sweet. And one thing here is bananas. When you buy bananas here, they're not pre-weighed, unlike back in the States. They're pre-weighed pretty much, like for example, or they are pre-priced. Like for instance, a bunch will be maybe $2.50 or $1.99, and sometimes 99 per pound. So here you tell them how many bananas you need. It's still hanging, okay, hanging in the store. You know those the bananas and how they grow from the banana plant. They're hanging, and then you tell them how many pieces do you want. So I asked for 5, and then they're gonna be they're chopping one at a time. Okay, actually like this. So they are now separated, and then they put in a weighing scale. Even the veggies here, they're put in a weighing scale. Even the lettuce, the weighing scale in kilograms. So drum roll. How much does this cost me? I'll tell you in rupiah. So this, all in all, that one, this is from a separate store. Sorry, I was too fast. Oh my God, sorry. So in the separate store, that's from the local vegetable and fruit store. It's well structured, by the way. It's not just on a sidewalk. No, it's a well structured. I noticed that stores, whether here in the capital city or in Maafushi, they're pretty well structured. There's a structure. It's not just on a sidewalk. There is a structure here. Yeah, this costs 45 Maldivian rupees. 45. So it's almost $2. Pretty good, isn't it? So back home, maybe this could have cost me, I don't know, maybe $7, or it could be 10. Depending on the store you go. Anyway, so this is how can traveling to Maldives be quite inexpensive. You're not paying to the nose, but of course depending on your travel style. So when I travel, I want to make sure that if I can make my own food, because I'm particular with the food I eat. So health is wealth, right? I don't want to suffer from any kind of digestive problem. Don't get me wrong, I do try local food here as well, but I'm kind of pretty strict when it comes to the ingredients, as much as possible, more or less the ones that my body can tolerate. All right. Yeah. So it's pretty amazing. Even in Maafushi, it's an island. It's about 29 kilometers from here. You say maybe more, but it's pricier. Actually, not. Okay, not. So because typically if it's an island, it's pricier because most of the merchandise are coming from another place. But this, no, it isn't. All right, no, it isn't. So I noticed that it's pretty inexpensive. You're not paying through the nose, as I said. Here in the Maldives, and they're fresh. They're really good quality. All right. So my hand is shaking. I'm not using my the stabilizer here. All right. Bye for now. Okay. Keep the smile. Once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in a different perspective. Keep that smile, and the world will smile at you. Cheers. Be safe. Bye. And God bless everyone.